We're joined today by second-year head volleyball coach Tonya Johnson. Coach Johnson, talk about what you saw at the scrimmage this past weekend and, of course, the first preseason tournament coming up, the Courtyard Marriott Classic here at Georgia Tech. Tell us what you see from this team going into the season.
Well, I thought we competed really well on Saturday. I thought our energy level was high. I thought we were consistent in certain areas of our game. As always, as a coach, we always see things that we need to work on to get better at, and we will certainly do that throughout the course of the next few weeks to prepare for our ACC season. But I thought overall our gold-white scrimmage was good. I love the fact that we had a lot of fans that came out and watched, and I want to say thanks to all the fans. But I thought overall we competed really well, and I loved our competitive spirit and our energy on Saturday. Hopefully that'll carry us into this weekend, that we can compete with that same high energy level and that same competitive spirit for every point of every set and match this weekend.
Now, last year, your first campaign here at Georgia Tech finished 21-10, taking the team to its first NCAA tournament in 5 years. How did that success in your first season feel for you personally, and how does this team compare to last year's team?
Well, I think it was a great accomplishment for this team last year, and what a great confidence builder for this program. I was excited about the way last year's seniors, Brittany Roderick and Chrissy DeMichaelis, went out on such a high note, and I'm hoping that Jordan McCullers and Mary Ashley Tippins, our two senior captains, will go out on that same high note. It's our goal to win an ACC championship and to get back to the NCAA tournament. I certainly think this team has the talent to do that, but it's going to take a lot of work to get there.
Now, continuing with the comparisons, before you came to Georgia Tech, you were an assistant coach at Texas, the Longhorns, one of the top-tier volleyball programs in the country, and really athletics as a whole. How does this year's team compare to that final team, a Final Four team that finished 31-3 in your last season down in Austin?
Well, our teams at Texas were a bit more physical than what we have here at Georgia Tech, but certainly Texas is a great program, and it's a program that we aspire to be like. When you talk about being traditionally ranked in the top 10, being traditionally ranked in the top 5 with their recruiting classes, and so that is certainly something that our staff is certainly trying to aspire to be, and to be recognized nationally on a daily basis across the country. And so our team this year, we're loaded with talent, and we have some good depth, and hopefully we can use that the right way and have a successful season.
All right, now let's talk specific players. First off, we'll start with the freshmen, the newcomers, a couple from Texas. Kaylee Colson, Quinn Evans coming in. Now, are those direct ties from your time at Texas a couple of years ago? Did you start recruiting them then, and they just kind of followed you to Georgia Tech?
Those are kids that I've known about for a few years, and I've always had a good relationship with both of their club directors that they played for. And you talk about two club programs that are nationally known and produce good kids every year. And so being able to get those guys here to Georgia hopefully will help us continue to have a pipeline from Texas to Georgia.
Now, you've got a couple of sophomores as well. Of course, you've got Monique Mead, the ACC Freshman of the Year last year, in her sophomore season. What do you expect from her here in 2010?
Well, I think the expectations for Mo are really high. For us as a staff, and certainly for her expectations for herself. She's come a long way in the last year, and she's certainly improved a tremendous deal. And being a part of the USA A2 team this past summer was a great experience for her and a great learning experience for her to be around some of the best players in the country. And so I look for her to elevate her game this season and to just go out and play hard and compete, which she's done every day in our practice gym for the last few weeks.
And talk about the contribution you expect from the seniors this year, of course, Jordan McCullers and Mary Ashley Tippins.
Oh, you talk about two great seniors in Mash and Jordan who have been here for a while and understand Georgia Tech and what it's about. And certainly I couldn't ask for two better people to represent our program. You talk about two local kids who are very well known in the community, and I consider them hometown heroes because they get to play in front of their families and friends on day in and day out. And so you talk about two great captains who have taken on a leadership role, and they've been really, really good with this team and with the younger kids. And I think that's going to be really, really important to our success throughout the course of the season.
Coming up this weekend, the Courtyard Marriott Classic over at O'Keefe Gym. 3 teams coming in: Indiana, Alabama A&M, and UAB. What do you expect from those three squads? A tough matchup to start out Friday night against Indiana, and then 2 matches against teams from a state to our west, Alabama.
I think we have some really, really competitive teams in this tournament this weekend, and we have no easy task in opening up against a great Indiana team from the Big Ten. The Big Ten is one of the premier conferences in the country, and so it's going to be a tough task tomorrow night. But hopefully, our kids will go out and compete and play hard. And then Saturday, it doesn't get any easier with Alabama A&M and UAB. Alabama A&M was in the tournament this past season, and UAB had a solid year last year. And so I look for three very competitive, tough matches, and we're going to have to bring our A game for every one of them.
All right, Coach Tonya Johnson, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's head volleyball coach Tonya Johnson here on RamblinRec.com. You can visit RamblinRec.com/volleyball for more information on the upcoming matches and the entire season. Until next time, I'm Kyle Tait.